I started to flourish and I got a new girlfriend. I was madly in love and my heart I did lend. Her name is Jessie. She's a petite white woman. I met her through Brian. He gave me an omen. It's his ex-wife. She is a nice woman. But she's crazy with the story she tells. She's brash and noisy and she yells. She has 2 children, Julian and Jericho. 2 baby daddies in different zip codes. She loves her babies and wants them to be treated well. My life has become more of a living hell. I love Jessie and her boys. We play together and I bought them some toys. I feel suicidal when I cut my wrists. It sprays out in a red mist. I wipe the blood on my face and walk in the street. The car slowed down and gave a beep. Someone called the cops and they showed up. A black officer in her cop car rolled up. I pretended to have a gun so she would shoot me. I felt so depressed, lost, and gloomy. I run and hide in the woods and more officers came. They had siren speakers and had guns aimed. A helicopter with lights circled the woods. I can't believe this is happening and I don't feel good. They threatened me with canines and I surrendered. I had consumed a fifth of vodka on my bender. The cops put me in handcuffs and I cry a little. The ambulance took me and I got admitted to the hospital. I get on out of the behavioral unit. I return home with no one in it. I start to drink because life is so sad. Why am I the one who is so bad? I'm late on rent and my landlord breaks in. I no longer have a place to live in. I go to my neighbor Michael, who I met in school. Can I live in your basement? It's cool. The Italian landlord doesn't like this at all. He picked up his phone and made a call. He kicked me out and boy did he shout. I moved all my belongings and started to pout. Now I'm back at my daddy's house. I turn on the light and step on a mouse. I lay in bed trying to figure out my life. Will Jessie be my very first wife? I asked my dad if I could bring her on over. We made sweet love when I wasn't sober. We met a sweet baby girl named Jaylyn. She came out pristine and she weighed in. My heart burned with love seeing her face. Someone called Children's Services and started a case. My history with substance abuse got her taken away. There was domestic violence with Jessie. All I could do is pray. My caseworker didn't like me at all. It seemed to me she wanted me to fall. She's doing her job in the system. She's brash and bold with some wisdom. She found a family up in Roscoe. My baby was away. I felt so low. My family couldn't help me. I was in on my own. Brian did tell me I had known. Jessie is mentally ill and doesn't show up for court. I feel wildly alone without support. I met Zach at a Brit Floyd concert. He's an attorney and offered emotional support. He was pricey and sometimes didn't show to court. I fired him and hired a new lawyer. Lucinda worked from her heart. She is a warrior. I got to meet the Weil family who loves sweet Jaylyn. God's tapestry is not out here failing. I write to Lucinda about my vision. Today I make a very important decision. I want Jaylyn to be a Weil and to be loved because she's a sweet angel from God above. It's July 15th and the judge makes a decision. I got a third DUI. It wasn't in my vision. I got sentenced to 4 years of probation. I get an ankle monitor and can't drink libations. I moved 6 hours away to keep my job. I transfer to a plant in Warren, Michigan. I get to work and see a coworker again.